Boy, this is going to be fun, this. And Scott, I think you'll really appreciate this here.
I'm sure I will. Okay.
Anyway, our guest today is Kenneth Ronald Berry, known to the world as Ken Berry. Ken Berry is an American sitcom actor, and he's quite the dancer, as we'll see in a bit. He's a dancer, singer. He's appeared in multiple television shows. A few of them are a show from the past called F Troop. Another one is a spin-off of the Andy Griffith show called Mayberry RFD. And of course his character, Vinton Harper, on Mama's Family with Vicki Lawrence. But to tell you a little bit about Ken Berry, he was born in northwestern Illinois, and at the age of 12 he took an interest in dancing and at singing, that young. But this is where this will interest you, Scott. After graduation from high school, he joins the Army, right? And he's in the artillery division. And he joins a talent contest that his sergeant put on in the Army. And he winds up winning first prize in this contest. So in the Army, they sent him to New York to appear on the Arlene Francis Soldier Parade. And then, this will really interest you, in his second year in the Army, his sergeant, Sergeant Leonard Nimoy, of course, we're talking about Leonard Nimoy of Star Trek. See, in 1953, Leonard Nimoy also listed in the Army, and he was in the Army Reserves, and he was doing the Special Services entertainment shows. Leonard Nimoy was hosting them, emceeing them, and he enters Ken Berry into one of the contests, and Berry ends up taking third place in this second contest. And so because of that, Leonard Nimoy contacts the movie studios of that time, and they set up an opportunity for him to appear on the Ed Sullivan Show. And of course, he was a hit. So let's show this clip here, and you'll see why this man was such a hit.
You ready?
Now watch this intricate part right here.
1, 2, 3.
Isn't that amazing?
Wow. Yeah, that's
Literally,
really cool.
set that up for him to do this, and he was on the Ed Sullivan Show, and he became a hit. And so after Leonard Nimoy sets all this stuff up for him, he goes on to soar in his career. And when you talk about F Troop, I don't know if you know that show, but this was a Western spoof. And Ken Berry plays the accident-prone Captain Parmenter, I think is how that's pronounced. And then when he was on Mayberry RFD, he plays widower farmer Sam Jones. And it was just like watching the Andy Griffith show, because Andy Griffith retired from the show and then Ken Berry took over, and they changed it from the Andy Griffith show to Mayberry RFD.
Cool.
And then as he began to get older, he did a spin-off of the Brady Bunch called Kelly's Kids, where they featured this actor here, and he adopted 3 children. One was white, one was black, and one was Asian. But ABC wasn't quite ready for that kind of a sitcom at that time.
They still aren't.
Yeah, so after doing a few appearances on the conclusion of the Brady Bunch, the pilot never took off.
Interesting.
And then finally, as he got even physically older, he was still able to dance, and he goes on to make history with Vicki Lawrence on Mama's Family, playing Vinton Harper. Now, Ken Berry is 82 years old now, so he's probably not dancing much, but in his prime, he was considered one of the best dancers, as you can see from that clip.
That was awesome.
Yeah, my parents used to watch him when I was a kid growing up, so that's how come I'm familiar with him.
Cool.
So Ken Berry left the world. Some great comedy films. You got to watch F Troop. You'll see it.
I will.